Sorry. Dave. That's my grandmother again.
Grandma!
We're Graver's Lane. We're from Wilmington, Delaware. And I guess we call ourselves like an alternative-emo project.
My name is Jason, I play the guitar.
I'm Dave, I do guitars and vocals.
I'm Rob, I play the drums.
I'm Nick, I play bass.
So I started doing Graver's Lane in high school by myself for a little bit. They were like some of the first songs that I wrote, and you can still hear them on our Bandcamp, which is the decision that I made. Yeah, it was just me writing stuff for a little bit, and then I went over to his house. Was it like sophomore year?
It was the end of it was the end of 2019, I know that. So it was the beginning of junior year.
Yeah, and then I ended up meeting you, and at the time our friend Elliot was playing bass for us, so we started practicing in his garage and writing some stuff. We could probably
go down the line,
Yeah, I have a plethora that I can pull from. Like, I listen to a lot of Deftones, I listen to a lot of Citizen. I have a tattoo on my leg of the cover of The Things We Think We're Missing by Balance and Composure, which is one of my favorite albums. And I love this album a lot, and a lot of what I want to write for our new material is based off what kind of they pioneered. Another band I really love is Teenage Wrist. They're like my favorite kind of shoegazy grunge act. And yeah, I just kind of like pick the music that I love from the scene and then just kind of find a way to, whenever I start writing, take the parts I love about that and incorporate it into what we're doing.
And I listen to a lot of like hardcore and death metal, but also a lot of like dreamy like indie pop and shoegaze and stuff. So I really like writing stuff that has like a very like heavy, punchy feel to it, but a lot of like dreamier bits in it that are sort of floaty. I like going from very pretty things to very like energy, like focused stuff.
In terms of what I like bringing to the band, in terms of my drumming style and things like that, it's definitely like American football or like Eldrick Anisette or Rainer Maria, stuff like that I really like.
I listen to a lot of heavy music, and all I try to do is support the music as best I can while also making my lines punchy and emphasizing what they're all emphasizing, and really draw attention to things rhythm-wise and not trying to complicate the harmony at all too much.
Well, so like I said, we're from Delaware specifically, so and Philly DIY has been a little bit more recent for us. It's been honestly really cool. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on around here, so it's good to be a part of that community and just be involved with a lot of bands and places like you guys run that just put a lot of focus and support on like local communities and things.
This one's called Philophobia.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, like, it's just cool to be part of a place where there's so much going on and just make a mark in any little way that we can. It's nice working with the people who live in Philly and everything. You know, there's not much going on in our little corner of Delaware, so it's nice to be part of something really big.
Right now we're in the process of starting to work on an EP. it's gonna be sort of like a transitionary thing, I think, between the next record. The next album, I think we want to focus a little bit more on like shoegazier tones and stuff. Yeah, you know, we have some songs that we have been working on, and some other ones that we haven't like started on, but like have ideas for. So it's just sort of a matter of time of when we can put it all together and everything.
Nick and I have been starting to write the first song of that EP, so I gotta show that to you because I haven't yet, but I'll get to it.
Yeah, and I hope to, now that I've gotten more acquainted with the making of music myself, rather than just being a guy who beats on the drums, I hope to bring a lot more to like our songwriting and stuff. And yeah, the EP will be good because you know, we want to save a lot of our best ideas for a record. I mean, when we first did the record, it was like literally one song after the other, so they all kind of like fit for us.
Yeah. Plus with Philophobia, I think all of the songs that we wrote for it ended up on it. Like it was sort of a like the record was what we wrote, as opposed to I think what we want to do with the next album is like write maybe a bigger batch of songs and then kind of narrow it down for what we feel is like fits best in terms of like track order and just how they fit into each other individually and like as a record as a whole.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where can we find your stuff online?
We're everywhere.
Yeah, it's on all streaming platforms and stuff. There's more stuff on Bandcamp. Sometimes we do stuff for like April Fools and shit, so you'll hear like bullshit tracks that we've done on there. And you know, some of the older demos that I was referring to. I still haven't looked at the steamed hams videos that you sent me.
I thought you would appreciate that as someone who's going into like education. Because if I wanted to show, because I feel like when you're teaching people about like story structure and like the meaning beyond like a text or fiction, it's really easy to go by like, I mean, that's a load of bullshit, you know? Like a story is just things happen. But that overanalyzation of the steamed ham scenario like really spells out the arc. And you can see it, even though it's not supposed to be there, but that's the most important part. You know what I'm saying?
Academic level readings of steamed hams.
Well, yeah,
it is a good